And hello, all. Welcome to episode 2 of Moments of Madness, which consists of usually a topic that I choose, and then it's usually a rant or a discussion of my personal feelings towards that topic. However, today our topic of choice, or my topic of choice rather, is going to be helping family instead of talking about them. And I'm sure there's a few people that probably can use this, whether that is to utilize it for themselves or as the person that needs assistance from the family, or a person that is not a contributor of someone's situation, but you're the person that basically makes it worse for them in any way of such. So I am going to start off with a few statistics because helping family instead of talking about them, I did want to go into the fact about depression. So there's a lot of people in America worldwide, name a country, it is running rampant basically. It's not something that just at times you take a pill and it goes away, and it is contributed by a number of factors. So as far as the statistics go, 25% of patients who are admitted to the hospital for depression are diagnosed with psychotic depression. That's 15% of U.S. women experience postpartum depression, along with about 10% of men. And also 80% of new mothers with children 3 months and under have postpartum depression as well. Now, this one here kind of shocked me a little bit because I had no idea. And I know this sounds strange because I should be as well as all. It's probably going to be shocking to some of you as well. But 5% of people actually have seasonal depression, which comes and goes with each season. Your 4 seasons, so it can come and go at any moment. Some get a little bit more depressed in the winter, some different times of the year when someone has passed or something traumatic may have happened in their lives. And now it's becoming an issue and they really don't know where to go. But you go check into the hospital, that creates a stigma. Then people want to label you as crazy and this, that, and the third, due to them not really understanding what's going on. But a lot of it comes from within their own household, where a lot of it starts. Some of it will start a lot of the times at home in people's childhoods, where they may have gone through some traumatic events, some even, and I'm not going to say the urban or less economically, excuse me, affluent. Thank you. Affluent areas, they seem to have a lot of money at their disposal, and some think that may make it easier for them, and at times it doesn't. They have other issues that go along with having money, aka rich people problems. There's also those that have grown up in maybe a less fortunate area where there's a lot of crime, a lot of poverty and things of that nature, and they suffer from other issues. So it does not mean that where you are or your economic status will affect you having depression. It's your circumstances directly affecting you, and 9 times out of 10 it's people and situations that are around you directly affecting that. Some of the situations, as far as you helping out someone in your family as opposed to you talking about them, consists of, if someone that you know doesn't have any food, the last thing you need to do, especially if they're in your family, is talk about them when you have a refrigerator full of food. That to me makes no sense. Why don't you fix a meal, take it to them, or why don't you get you a little Kroger bag together, Save a Lot, whatever bag of choice that you may have at home. I don't give a damn if it's a trash bag. Use it. Put some of your stuff, instead of running your mouth, in a trash bag or a bag and take it to them. Give them a hot meal. Do that, because I'm sure that you were one of those receivers at some point in your time where somebody did a favor for you. It may not be directly related to hunger. It may be related to something else. But at the end of the day, you receive some type of assistance. Okay, let's just be real. Everyone has. Clothing is the same thing. Don't talk about somebody because they don't have the shoes that you have, or they don't have that outfit. Their hair may not look like you feel like it should look, but at the end of the day, guess what? Maybe they didn't have a flat iron. Maybe they couldn't afford the $5 box of perm. Maybe they don't, they sleeping in their car. So what they plugging up something that to be looking cute? They trying to struggle to take a shower. At the end of the day, you don't know their personal situation. So why make it worse by talking about them? Why don't you tell them they can come to your house and flat iron? Why don't you go wash it up for free? Why don't you do that? Give back a little bit. Because talking about them is not going to make their situation better, and it's not going to do anything for you but make you look like a damn fool. That part. No transportation. Some people trying to get to a job interview, trying to make their lives better, maybe don't have a babysitter. But you will sit there and laugh at them. Watch them try to struggle to get to the bus stop. Maybe even, it's not even that serious. Forget struggling to get to the bus stop. You got to get the money to get on the bus first. That's step one. They don't have that. Going to the bus stop is a moot point. Let's be serious. So how do you expect these people to get a job without the resources that they have, that they don't have, that's needed in order to accomplish the goal? Some people have family members that will babysit for them. Some don't. Some have people that will go, oh, my mama buy my diapers, my this, my that. I don't have to worry about it. I could drop my child off and go. Some don't. I didn't. I could tell you right now how many times Barbara kept any of my two. Okay. Therefore, it's not always available for those, so it's not cute. Now, did I make it happen? And did I still get my ass up and go? Because people have individual personalities. Some people you could talk about and you could try to make it hard for them and they gonna push through regardless. And some people end up, unfortunately, committing suicide. They can't, deal with even raising their children because they feel like they're not a good enough parent due to a couple obstacles that are in the way, which makes it hard for both the children, the parent. It makes the parent frustrated. Now they're talking to the kids in a way that they normally wouldn't talk to them, or the children are experiencing things they normally wouldn't due to the stress of the household. But no one in the community, including people in their own house and that's in their call log, Rolodex, or email address, or Facebook, or Twitter, or any other social media network, is going to lend a helping hand to this person. But they will be quick to open their mouths and talk about what they don't have, how they don't have it, what they're not going to do to help them achieve their goal. But I'm pretty sure someone helped you. It's nasty, it's trifling, it's not right. And do you have home training? And maybe the issue is you was born a little selfish and everybody did everything for you. So when you get your ass out in the real world and all hands is took off, watch you fail because your ass don't even know what to do from the beginning. You don't know which way to go, left or right. Sometimes it can be a handicap as opposed to helping. So too much help is not good, but sometimes a helping hand is what's needed. So instead of talking about those people, get up. Be a family member for once. It's not always about, but you want to be there when it's a birthday party and it's some free cake, free liquor, somebody got something to smoke, and vice versa. Whatever your vice is, or your form of entertainment, your preferred form of entertainment is, I'll say, you're there for that. But you're not there to help someone else. Now, it was okay as long as they had what you needed when you came around. But now that they don't have what you want, because they may have been on, nobody ever goes through a storm for all of their lives. So let's be clear on that. However, the things that you do, you don't know what effect that you have on someone when, and hopefully it can be a positive effect, not an effect that the last thought someone has of you is you putting them down or you not being there for them. And then you want to show back up when they get on. I could tell you about 20 people that did that and all of them got the big, middle finger. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to save that for another show, which I'll be filming later. However, in this one, it may be other events as far as they may be just moved to a new area, so they don't know where to go. Each state is different. I've experienced 3 different states, and I know they all have different resources. Some have better than others, and some don't have any at all. Therefore, if you don't come with a family member or you don't come with someone that you know has your back or whatever, and that can be sketchy because that don't mean they're going to have your back all the time. That don't mean they're going to be there with you all the time. And like my mom used to say, if someone chooses to do something for you, that's great. But if you ask somebody for a piece of something and they tell you no, how the hell you going to be mad because it ain't yours? Facts. all day. Understandable. But that does not negate or give you a reason to put someone down or make their situation worse because you were not always, you haven't always had that silver spoon in your mouth either. And money can't always buy you education. It can't buy common sense. And it damn sure can't buy, emotion where you'll feel something for someone, because you can't have empathy if you've never been through something that someone else has been through. You might have a little sympathy because you're thinking about them and you feel a little bad. If you do, that's if you do. But who wants to go and I prefer to stay away from those type of people instead of gravitating towards, because at the end of the day, it takes too much work for you to go through your own situation at times and then have to pick and choose and figure out who's up to what, who cares, and who really doesn't. It's too much work. If you're not going to add to my situation, you damn sure ain't about to come in and make it worse. I've had enough of them days. So why do that to someone else? Why would you do that to someone else? A few of my thoughts are, I'm sure you can name 5 times in your long ass lifetime, 5. To a lot of people, some people that's a lot. To some people it's not a lot. However, 5 is a lot when it comes to the fact that if you've received help 5 times, whether that be in the form of a food, clothing, shelter, some type of support. And some of them, the people that's running their mouth, not y'all that's watching, but some of the people that's running their mouth get some kind of assistance right now. They get a food stamp. They get some kind of Section 8. They get some kind of child support. They get some kind of something that is going to assist them and what they're doing. So why not assist, since you got so much left over, or possibly can help somebody, even if it's your old clothes? What you doing with them? Taking that shit to Plato's Closet? Doing what? Take it to a homeless shelter. Take it to a battered women's shelter. Take it to a shelter where your kids grow out of clothes. Drop it off there. They need stuff all the time. Christmas is coming up. They need toys. How many old ass toys your kids got that they ain't playing with? Video games and vice versa. I bet you take them to GameStop to go get that change though. But at the end of the day, somebody could use it. Somebody could use it. Even if it's not so much as material. I have done things for people that's both financially assisting them, and I have received the same assistance. And I give back because I know that is the way that you have to keep it going. Don't block your own damn blessings trying to be nasty to the next person because you worried about your come up, or if you gonna fall due to the fact that you done help them, give them $5, give them $10. You can go get that again. You can go get it again just like you got it before. But you don't know that this person may need, like, I get calls from people to this day that I didn't really think I had such an effect on their lives at certain times in my life, that I may have just given them some advice, or I may have done something free and simple, like listen to their issue. Listen to them, because they don't get listened to. No one hears them. Everyone calls them crazy. Everyone says they're not this or they're that. They label them, which is a lot of people do. You do, and you're wrong. You're wrong as hell, because at times your ass always wasn't together either. You didn't always have it together. You needed some help at some point in time. And for it to be somebody like your family member that you want to beat down when you know damn well your situation wasn't no better, because you done got all the help in the damn world. And it be those people that sometimes unfortunately grow up to be selfish, that don't know how to give to others, whether that is a lack of knowledge, a lack of home training, or you just plain damn ignorant and don't give a damn. Whichever it is, you need to do better at the end of the day. As a community, if one person did something for 2 people a week, nobody would need any help. The point of a village raising a child, which used to be the thing back in the day, the village can raise a child, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it should be. I got my ass whooped 2-3 times at Prescott Elementary with the paddle in West Oakland back in the 80s, and then got my ass whooped at home too. Why? Because that village was whooping my ass, my brother's ass, everybody's asses. And then we got our asses whooped again, and we got knowledge, we got watched, we got certain things that now you don't even want to let your kids go outside because you don't want to know your neighbors. And I'm guilty of that too, because I don't know these crazy ass people, so I don't want to be friends. And I get that. But if somebody's child is out there, if one of my neighbors is in need, sure. One of my neighbors came and told me they needed a jump. I didn't know them, But I would have been wrong as hell if I had been like, oh, well, I don't know you. And I have jumper cables in my car. I have a vehicle. Why would I not? They looking at it. That's dumb. And it would just be plain nasty for me to do something like that. That's something that's very simple. Listen to somebody. Give them 5 minutes of your time. My brother used to go get a Subway sandwich, the foot long. He used to tell me, I always get a foot long. I only eat a 6-inch. Why would you get a foot long? I asked him one day. This was as a child, which he helped Clayton, helped to mold a lot of my principles. And I'm not going to shortchange Barbara or my grandparents either. And the others that have been in my lives, Tracy and others that have had a hand in raising me at times in my life when my mother may or may not have been around. She may have been there, but that don't mean you just because you physically there don't mean you're there. Okay. Some people have children just because you see them in the house with their mama or their father don't mean they're physically, they're emotionally present. They're mentally present for those people. So it starts still in the home. You need assistance, give it. If you have it and you see someone in need, give it. Advice, clothing, shelter, food. What are you getting out of? What does it do? If it gives you gratification to put someone else down in order to build you up, then your ass is the one with the problem. It's you, not the person that need a little bit of assistance right now. It's you, because you probably never had it together. And this person that probably don't have $2 to their name right now is worth more than your ass that got $1 million and no substance to your emotional or mental intellect. It's really sad. It's shameful. And it's not a black or white or Hispanic or any other nationality soul's problem. It's a worldwide issue to where, and it's not worldwide because there are some places where you go and see community, they stick together and blah, 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 blah. Some places they don't. And in some places they'll do it in a different way. Okay, and you just kind of figure out what it is that you can do to give back. Even if you go volunteer and give 4 hours of your time and make homeless place for a day on the weekend. Why not? Even if you go volunteer and do something that affects the community, such as a book drive or anything related to children to boost their future potential, which could possibly do something for them that no one did for you. Or maybe they did do it for you, but you so damn stuck up and worried about still climbing to the top that you refuse to let somebody else make it too, because you so scared that you're going to be overshadowed. And the sad part is, if they are a family member of yours, you ought to be shamed if you leave them hanging. In any of the instances that something simple, all of them can be replaced. Food, clothes, transportation, and 5 minutes of listening to somebody can all be given back. You can't get your 5 minutes back. No, you can't. You can't. I get that. Time is valuable. Time is precious. Time is the one thing that you cannot obtain again. Which means you don't want your time cut short because you acting a damn fool and you being nasty, putting out negative energy amongst those because you're worried about your self-preservation. And you may think that you're the strongest person ever. You may think that you are above everybody at certain times, but you cannot and will not, because all good things come to an end. You get your ass up there and they will see your ass at the bottom. Because you'll be right back down there with them, because it's not just what's in your pocket. I get it. You may have been blessed with a small fortune. You might have made your way to get that small fortune. Whichever way it was, that's great. Good for you. At the end of the day, are you going to share some of it? Are you going to share 5 minutes of your time? You going to put like maybe 5 miles on your car to give somebody a ride to a job interview? Are you going to keep their kids for them for 2 hours so they can make it where they got to go and be successful? Then maybe y'all can have dinner and break bread together later on. But no, you worried about them coming to apply for the job that your ass is at, because you don't want them to possibly be a threat to you. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, that good old karma that you're sowing by doing people like that is going to be exactly why your ass is probably going to be at the unemployment line before that person that's humble, that's going to appreciate that job, and that feel like they got to do whatever they can in the right way to keep it. They have to do whatever. You talk about people, oh, I don't like how she raised her kids, and you giving her advice? You taking her to the parenting class? Is her kids directly affecting you? Now, badass kids, no, I don't like them. I tell you that all the time. I don't. And your parents need to be on their ass about it. However, if that person didn't have know any better or they was raised a certain way, how do you expect them to correct behavior that they were raised in? You can't. So some people I get mad at and I might go toe to toe with you for a second because I know you know better. And there's some people that if I just look at you and be like, and I have no response for you, that means your ass is beneath me and what I'm about to say to you. So it's no need of me wasting my breath to educate you on how you could be better. And I'm always taking advice. I feel like I am great and wonderful. And if someone comes to me with advice or comes to me with something that could better myself, I'm listening all day. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to figure out how I can be there. I get advice all day and I give advice all day for free. Yeah. When you have a business and you have friends that call you, you think they're not going to ask you for some business advice? That's doing a favor to me if I give you business advice. But I shouldn't be thinking like that as your friend. Oh, well, no. Now, if you repeatedly call me like I am your damn Rolodex, your white pages, and your internet, then I'm going to start to have a problem. But general questions that you really may not know that I probably know, why would I not give you that information? It's not going to directly affect me that you have it. I have it. And someone probably gave it to me, which is why it's probably good for me to pass it along. Why not? Everybody need to win. And beating someone down is not going to do anything but possibly cause depression that they already have. Now they'll go into a manic state. Now they run at risk for having their kids taken that you, along with 59 other people that they've come across in their lives, could have helped them prevent. Sometimes all it takes is a helping hand. Don't beat the people down. Help them. Help them get up and help them get to where they're at least trying to be. I'm not saying carry them on your back like you in the army and that nigga wounded. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a little hand holding of the hand to get down the road at least halfway to pass them off to the next person. You're going to pass the baton, baby. That's what you're supposed to do. And if everybody around the world pass the damn baton around, then at the end of the day, guess what? That person makes it to the end. I guarantee that's how your ass made it too. Somebody helped you. Somebody gave you some advice. Somebody gave you something. And these are generally what's said outside people. People outside of your home are going to be the ones to probably help you before someone in your own household. And this is not for every family, because there are families that I know that are tight like glue, ride or die. You mess with one, it's all of them coming. Now, it's only a few of me. It's me and my kids. But guarantee, if something go down, I'm going to lay down for mine. And, I expect them to have loyalty for me because I have it for them. But if I go and beat them down, talk to them crazy, disrespect them, there's no way that I can expect them to look out for me when I need my ass wiped and I'm 70 years old getting pushed to the nursing home. Think about it. Dang. You cannot sit here and treat people like they are less than you or not a human being because you are worried about something as simple as self-preservation or being petty because you want to talk about them amongst a group of people to make yourself look better. And at the end of the day, it still boils down to you, not the person. The person at this point is now going to take themselves out of the equation. And now the fingers are pointing at you because you're the one laughing at them. You're the one perpetuating the situation for everyone else to laugh at them too. You're the one that's watching them walk down the street and laughing at them. And somebody could ask you, oh, can I get a ride to the doctor? Can I get a ride to the store? And you're going to flat out say no because you don't want to see their ass win. You want to see them walk up there and hike in the cold because you want to be a bitch today. That's nasty as hell. It's nasty. And then when it comes around to you needing assistance, I'm going to need you to be the same way, have the same thoughts and intentions. So if you didn't want to help someone prior to that you could have helped without it hurting you at all, don't go out there running your hand out there talking about, can I let me help a nigga out. That's not how they go. You sit back and you wait and you walk down the street too in the cold when your tire go flat and you on the side of the damn road and you praying somebody come by and help your ass. Figuratively speaking, we all have to work together. And you don't want to cause depression, broken families, and everything else unknowingly. Not saying you may, because you may think what you're doing is, ain't nobody gonna be, that's not gonna affect anybody. Who said that? You don't know where their breaking point is. You don't know what they've been to prior to that dumbass comment you just made, or prior to 10 people could have told them no, and then get to you as number 11. Now I'm just over the edge. Why? Them other 10 people before you they ought to be sharing too. But it should start with you. It should start with you trying to help. Now, because helping somebody else is going to help you. It's going to help you be a better person. Even though it may feel like, oh, well, it's going to take from me and my household. I've done it. I've taken from me and my household and given to the next person. Because I know I can go get it again. And this is temporary for them. And if I can just help them get out of this situation, it'll do good for me. Because it'll make me a better person in the long run. And then don't think, that people don't actually think about you. I get emails, calls all the time. Back in such and such time, oh my God, nobody believed in me, but you did. And now I'm here, and I just want to let you know that I made it because of you. I don't want a damn dime. I just get the satisfaction and gratification of knowing that I helped somebody and it didn't hurt me to do it. And that my gesture, whatever that may have been, will help get them through the next 5 or 10 fucked up situations that they may go through. Because they're going to say, it is people out there. I just have to get to them that will help me, that will give me that advice, that will tell me. It's something as simple as, oh, the place that has those resources is right around the corner on 3rd Street. You can't tell somebody that, but you're going to listen to their damn story about them whining and crying, but you don't have nothing to offer them. You can't look up nothing on the internet for them with them sitting there either. You can't do nothing that's going to progressively help their situation, but you can sit there and talk about them. And if they your blood, like I said 5 times, you ought to be shamed. Even if they are a human being, it does not matter. Some people have pets, and y'all treat pets. I got 2 of them. I'm fine with my dogs, but I treat all of them equal. Okay, but I'm not going to treat my pet a certain way and make sure they have A, B, C, and D, and then see a human being out there that need assistance that's very small and minute, because the dog food that I pay for to feed these niggas can feed a small child in another country. I'm just keeping it real. So if I see a small child that need a meal, why would I not feed them, and I'm feeding 2 damn dogs all day? I'm just saying. Simple stuff. Now, one of my points too. Now, my grandfather used to tell me, now you get the give and take, yin and yang. It's in no matter what your religion is or what your principles are. You do unto others as you have them do unto you. That's before I do anything. 9 times out of 10, I'll think. And that's 9 times out of 10, depending on who you are. Because I am petty at times. But I'm not going to personally put somebody down because I'm going to put you there. No, I'm not going to do that. But now, the yin and yang, the give and take, you have to give in order for the universe to come back and bless you. And you're supposed to give without the intention of receiving anything back. You sowing a seed, but you don't sit there every day and be like, oh, I gave her them $20 last week. When I'm going to get my blessing? That's not how they go. Shut down. Boom, bam. No. Okay. That's not how they go. You give it because you want to. You help because you want to. You answer that phone and assist that person if you want to. And it's not always financial, people. It is emotional support. It is something as simple as everything I said, and I'm probably missing a few things. There are ways that you can assist without breaking yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting at home all day watching Jerry and Maury and shit, you can't give somebody 10 minutes of a conversation. Yeah, you can. You can give them a lot of 10 minutes of a conversation. You can talk to them 6 times while Maury on. Why? Because he on for a whole damn hour. And all they ask for is 10 minutes. Come on now. We have got to do better as a community, as a family, and also as human beings and as a whole race. Ain't no color involved in the race. We'll do the species then. Let's do species of human beings. That's us. Hey, how you doing? All right. So that's that on that. And then it's just like some of y'all, I think some people was angry because they got whoopings. And they probably got too many of them. I'm sorry. I have dogs going on in the background. Anyway. So some of you guys may be angry because your ass was beat down as a child. Some of y'all got lots of whoopings where it emotionally scarred the shit out of you to where you feel like if you beat somebody else down, whether emotionally or physically, that you'll feel better about yourself. But no, that means your ass need to go to therapy. The same therapy that the people you beating down gonna be going to in a second because of your ass. And about 10 other people along the way before they got to you. Okay. Now, some of you maybe didn't have enough whoopings and you need your ass beat. You do. Some do. Some is just right. Just like Goldilocks. She had the 3 porridges, you know what I'm saying? One was too hot. One was too cold. One was just right. The just right one is them niggas that got a mixture. They got good home training and partial ass whoopings. Some, I'm not saying there's whoopings in every household. And so, I'm just saying. It's a little combination. But every child is different. You can't raise every child the same way that you raise just because they're in the same household. They're still different personalities. So one thing that might work for one person is not going to work for the next person. You can't generalize people's situations. You can't, and she went through that. I went through that too. So she can make it. I made it out. And how the hell did you make it out by your damn self? I doubt it. You just climbed on up out of there. Didn't nobody dig you out of that? You just climbed on up out the dirt. No, you're a damn lie. Somebody helped you. Okay? You can go tell everybody else that like you always had it. But we know better. Yeah. Even though my grandparents had $1 million, my ass still grew up in the projects. What the hell that mean? That just means I had a little bit more surrounding me. I was able to go to different places. I was able to get a broader horizontal expansion of my intellect and of places that I go and of different situations and environments. That's what that did. That didn't take, but I still got just as many lessons in the hood as far as how to treat people and how to still be a family unit and all that as well. So whether you have money or whether you don't does not affect how you're going to treat someone or how they should treat you. Your economic status is not important. Your emotional, your mental, and your intellectual status, as far as you being able to not be a taker constantly all your life and to realize that it is give and take in order to keep surviving. And that goes for you and the person next to you. Okay. And basically, that is all I have on that. I did just want to let you guys know that the depression is real as far as amongst people in the community that have to go out here and deal with people every day at work, especially those at work. You don't know what people used to go through at work before they get home to your ass in the evening. Some people going through, they getting their ass beat at home by their dudes, and vice versa. There's woman abuse too. They beat their niggas. Some vice versa. You don't know if they getting beat on. You don't know if somebody is downing them and talking to them crazy all day. You don't know what's going on with them, and you don't want to be the cause of someone having an emotional breakdown due to your ignorance, due to you being able to help somebody. So if you can help somebody, help them. If you can't, give them a resource that can. That is still part of being part of a community. Okay. So that is all that we have on helping family instead of talking about them. Help them out. Keep your mouth closed. The mouth part that you want to be using is the part about giving some advice, giving a resource, doing something out of your day to make your ass a better person, to say that you did something that benefits somebody besides yourself. And I'm out. You can follow me on Twitter at Lala Madness. You can hear this audio on SoundCloud, and also it will be available on my Facebook fan page, as well as on YouTube. And thank you very much. And I will talk to you later. Comments are welcome. If any of you have anything to say or add, I am open to those. You guys should know how to reach me. Love you. Kisses. Bye-bye.